What's up with you guys? It is your boy West Coast, and we live in the building, man. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Henny, man, check up, check up. Make sure we live on all the platforms. We should be live on 4 platforms right now, 4 places right now, 2 Facebook pages and 2 goddamn YouTubes. Make sure we
All
up
right.
on YouTube and make sure we up on mine. Hey, man, it's your boy West Coast. We live in the building, man. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing, man? About to have
What's it?
ourselves a good Sunday. This is Good Sunday. Cowboy Talk, Cowboys preseason wrap up, man. Offensively. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it.
Okay. So we live on your Facebook. We're live on my Facebook. So that's a go.
How about them
Let's,
YouTube, though?
let's take a look.
How about them funky YouTubes, though?
We're live on your YouTube.
Is we live
And
on your YouTube, though? Is we 4 for 4, though?
let's
We
see.
trying to go Reggie Miller over here, you feel me? We trying to go Reggie Miller over here, you feel me?
Hey, we 4 for 4. We live on my YouTube, man.
We live on the YouTube, baby. Mama, mama, I made it, mama. We live on YouTube, mama. We live, baby. Hey, man, you got to shout out to all the little people, man, that helped you get to this point, man. Help them out. You give shout out to all the little people, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shout
I like thank God, man.
yeah, talk about I want to thank God. I want to thank Jesus. I thank my mama. You know what I'm saying? I want to thank the dude down there to watch the washer tear and always help me put my clothes in the washing machine, man. You were real. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate all the little people that helped me get this far. Hey, man, it's your boy West Coast. We live in the building, man. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Hey, man, I know yesterday, your boy West Coast, man, I had a gang of stuff I had to do yesterday. So I had to take it. I needed a day. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? I got time today. You feel me? So we own it, man. It's your boy West Coast. We live in the building. How's everybody doing? Before we get started, you guys already know what it is, man. You already know what I'm going to tell y'all, man. I need everybody right now. To hit that share button. I need everybody right now to go in and hit that share button right now. And then I need everybody to go in and hit that star button. You feel me? I need everybody to go in and hit that star button. I'm trying to put up a goddamn thumbnail on this, but it's tripping for whatever reason on Facebook. But I will get it up in a minute. But yo, hey, it's your boy West Coast. Hey, Henny, man. Hey, I know you see some very important people in the comment box. Make sure you hit that share button over there and shout some folks out over on Facebook. I'm trying to get the thumbnail up right now.
All right, I got you on the Facebook, folks. Let's see what they talking about on real quick. Get it pulled on back up.
All right, let me see. One thing I don't like about I'm not gonna say I don't like about this program because I'm trying to be positive, but it doesn't allow you to load the Facebook first. But it's all good. But go ahead, get some shout outs real quick while I get this up.
Let's see.
I think we got Roger Smith up in here. Let me know when you're ready. You got Roger Smith up here. Michael, what's up, Michael? Sherrill, I see you, my boy.
Grady Dunaway, what's good with you, man?
All right, you
Let's
can go ahead.
see. Zoe Holiday, what's good with you? Thomas Superman Stars, what's good with you, homie? Let's see. Joseph Warren, what's good? He said, what's up with your West Coast?
What's up with you, my boy?
Let's see. And then on YouTube, we got Tyler Powell. What's good with you, man? Charles Settlers. Stoner Boy Rob, what's good with you, homie? Let's see. Dre the GOAT. What's good, man? Jay Carter. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, tapping in with us.
Mm-hmm. Who else we got up in there exploring?
Richard
Right.
Evans was good. It's good.
We got Richard
Right.
Evans up in the building.
Yeah. They tapped in fast today, man. There's 32 folks on YouTube already.
Hey, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. I'm trying to load this thumbnail in here, man. But for whatever reason, Facebook is freaking tripping. Facebook is tripping. I'm going to figure out a different way to put the thumbnail on there. I'm sorry about that, y'all. Hey, shout some folks on YouTube so we can get this thing started, man.
Oh, shoot. They were on YouTube. The folks I just named.
Oh, okay. So, yo, man, you guys already know what it is, man. It's Sunday. We about to get into this content, man. This is the Cowboys offensive recap show. We here to recap the show. Hey, I want to know. Well, actually, I want to know real quick before we even get into this, man. Real quick. If you watched preseason, then guess what? This game is going to be important. Not this game, but this show is going to be important to you. Why? Because it's going to be the preseason wrap-up show. But if you did not watch preseason, if you didn't watch preseason, then guess what? You got to get better, man, because I'm going to tell you this right now. The people that we're about to talk about, these are people that are going to be on your team. These are going to be people that are going to be on your team, and these are going to be people that you're going to have to be very cognizant of coming up this here season, man, because the Dallas Cowboys, they're building their team around players who are draft picks, free agents, and that's of the sorts. You know what I'm saying? So because of that, preseason was actually kind of important because you're going to see these same players, these same people that we talk about today are going to be the exact same people that we talk about, throughout the season. So, us as Cowboy fans, we got to make sure that we're ready for that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So let's go ahead and get into this. The name of this show is, and also, man, shout out to my boy Tim Miller. Shout out to my boy Tim Miller, who won the Dallas Cowboys Rod Woodson jersey from Friday night's game. Appreciate you, everybody that tuned in and everybody that participated, man. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to my boy OG Tim Miller, though. Appreciate you, sir, for hitting that star button. I appreciate everybody for hitting the star button that participated too. So make sure you guys hit that star button. Make sure you guys hit that share button. Let's get it, man. Also, real quick, because I didn't really do the SS, and it shows because we only got 38. We only got 38 shares on YouTube. I mean, on Facebook right now. So I need everybody right now. I need everybody right now. Shares on. I need everybody right now to go in and hit that share button. And I need everybody right now to hit that star button. You know what I'm saying? I need everybody. The super chat is on, Facebook is on, and YouTube is on all platforms. So I need to make sure y'all go in there, hit that share button, and then go in and hit that star button. So let me do the SS real quick. As I say your name, make sure you guys hit the share button and make sure you hit the star button. What's up, Craig? What's up, David Castro? What's up with you, Donald? Ramon Shaw. What's up with you, Ramon? Hit that star button. Michelle Rant. What's up, Michelle? Appreciate you. What's up, Neil? Donald Holmes. What's up with you, Donald Holmes? Yvette Shetler. May Yvette, hit that star button. Terrence Sorrell. What's up, Terrence? What's up, Terrence? My guy. Appreciate you, sir. Make sure you hit that share button. Hit that star button. Who else we got here? Terrence. What's up, Terrence? Michelle Rancy, Macy Nelson. What's up, Macy Nelson? Irvin Loa. What's up, Irvin? You a real one. Appreciate you, my boy, for hitting that star button already. You a real one for that. Let's see who else we got up here. Joseph Warren. What's up with you? Roger Smith. What's up with you? And we also got Buck. What's up with you, Buck? Buck Smith. Hey, Buck, did you get your? Let me know if you got your hat. You should have got your hat already. So appreciate you, my boy. And who else we got up in here? Roger Smith. We also got some folks watching on YouTube. Auntie Charlene, what's up with you, Auntie Charlene? Appreciate you for tapping in. One of the most loyal of loyals. Appreciate you, Auntie. Tyler Powell, what's up? Cut Tuesday is cuts, I believe. I believe so too. I think they've already started making cuts because we've already technically cut 10 people over the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, because Tuesday the final cut down because they cut it down from 85 to 80 just the other day, so it's gonna go down from 80 to 53.
Explain that to them real quick.
So man, there's 80 players currently on the roster right now, and every team has to cut it down to 53. Of course, we have an expanded practice squad this year, so I believe we're able to carry 12 people on the practice squad this year.
And guess what? They can also be within veteran status too. So, COVID, I'm gonna tell you, there was actually some, I'm not gonna say this because I don't want to offend nobody, but I'm gonna say it anyway, Evan. There were some good things that came from COVID.
There was some good protocols from it,
yeah, there was some good thing there. Thank you. See, my cousin, he worked one of them real fancy jobs. I can't tell you what it is because it's too fancy for y'all to know. But listen, he works on one of them real fancy jobs. So whenever the luxury of having him on the show is whenever West Coast says something that's semi inappropriate, he's always able to clean it right up. Appreciate you, cuzzo. But yeah, man, go ahead, clean that up. What I just said. Go ahead.
Nah, because there were some things implemented during COVID protocols that can be beneficial for teams right now, such as we have certain designations that we can give players to keep them on the roster a little bit longer. Guys you could have lost years before, you can keep them on the team just by giving them a specific designation, and that's what West Coast is talking about right now.
Yep, super chat is on. For those who are asking. Super chat is on. So yeah, the Cowboys actually they've already jumped in that ship as far as like going down the road on who they're gonna look at and things like that as far as who they're gonna be putting to the streets. Now y'all gotta remember they're not gonna put them all the way to the streets. They're gonna put them in this. Everybody that gets cut is gonna get put in this pool, right? And then what's gonna happen is there's this thing called the waiver wire. Now the waiver wire is the exact same order as the draft. So the Dallas Cowboys were what pick in the draft this year?
23rd.
23rd. So that means that anybody that is let me explain this a little bit better. Anybody that is outside of 4 years played in the NFL that gets released is going to be an absolutely free agent. They can go sign wherever they want to. But anybody that's under that is going to go what's going to call the waiver wire. And basically what it is whoever the number one pick was in the draft, they're going to have the first dibs to sign these guys. And then it just goes like this. It's almost like a second draft, AKA a second free agency all in one. You know what I'm saying?
24th. I was mistaken.
24th. So just think about this. All the players that get cut and released and anything that happens to the players this year, the Dallas Cowboys will be 20. Will be the 23 teams will get to pick first, and then we will then get to pick the players we want to pick. So it's not just like guys get cut and then they just hit the block and then everybody can just grab who they want to grab. It's levels to this. They say it's levels to this. You know what I'm saying? So there are some good players that are going to get put out there, but I want you guys to remind you guys that there are going to be 23 teams that are going to be in front of us that are going to have access to these players too. So hopefully they won't want these players that we want to, so we can get a couple guys. And I do believe that the Cowboys will bring some people in, though. I do believe they will. It makes too much sense. You know what I'm saying? But hey, that's not what we come here to talk about. What we came here to talk about is some things that we learned about this offense in preseason game. Only 3 preseason games this season, but we learned a lot about these Cowboys in these 3 preseason games. So let's go ahead and talk about some stuff we learned. And I'm going to talk about some stuff we already knew, because some of this stuff, bro, we already knew some of this stuff. I'm going to just keep it real on my mama. We already knew some of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? But some of this stuff we did learn new. So the first thing I want to talk about is this right now. First thing we learned is we can run the damn ball. Oh, yeah. We can run the damn ball.
But did we learn that, or did we already know that?
Well, I'm just saying like this. The nation did, because I still have people that be trying to tell me, oh, West Coast, you can't run the ball, man. How you supposed to run the ball with that offensive line? Or West Coast, I had this dude tell me this morning, bro, you're still pushing this? You're still pushing this? You don't understand that, bro, we don't have the offensive line. It's not about Zeke this year, bro. It's about Dak and throwing the ball, bro. You don't understand that? I'm thinking in my head like, bro, so I guess you don't understand that it's harder to pass block than it is to run block.
Yes. And let me add this on there too. You talk about we can't run the ball with this offensive line. We had the 6th best run blocking line in football last year. We had 3 guys who were top 10 in their position in run blocking. Tyron Smith was the 7th rated run blocking left tackle in football. Tyler Biadasz was the 10th ranked run blocking center in football. Zach Martin was in the top 10 in run blocking for guards last year in football. So we had 3 of the best run blocking linemen in football. We had a top 10 unit as a whole in run blocking in football. And then you added your first round pick with one of the highest graded run blockers in all of college football. So you got 4 guys who are supposed to be exceptional run blockers they're going to be on this team. I know we lost Tyron Smith. However, we can still plug somebody else in and they can still run block. So there was never an issue we could run the ball. The question would be, was the Cowboys going to give these folks the ball to run
it? I wish I had my sound. I gotta get my computer. I need my computer for this.
So yeah, that was never in doubt. But what is in doubt is if they're going to stick with the run game, because you can see the trend. You keep looking at the amount of carries that Ezekiel Elliott receives. They go down a little bit more each year. So each year he gets less and less carries per game. There was multiple times last year that Ezekiel Elliott had single-digit carries. So that's not winning football in any state. Even if you were throwing the ball, because some people used to argue with me about running being, what was the word? it was causation and correlation, all this bullshit they would be talking about. Even if you get a lead passing the ball, you still need to be able to run the ball to.
Hey, hold on. Go ahead, cuz my bad.
No, you're good. No, I'm saying like Zeke. At any point, Ezekiel Elliott having single digit carries, you're not finishing games. You're not controlling the clock. You're not winning at the line of scrimmage. So it is important that they run the ball, and they just haven't got around to that. There's been several games where Prescott has thrown 50 times, and that's not conducive to winning.
I mean, if you just want to look at the first game of the season last year, Ezekiel Elliott had got the ball 4 times in the first quarter. You know what I'm saying? In the first half of the game. That was the very very first game of the season. Like, there was no injury, there was no nothing. You know what I'm saying? There has to be a willingness. There has to be a willingness to run the damn ball. But I'm gonna just tell you this right now. We do know how we can run the football. You know what I'm saying? We can actually run the football. And I'm going to tell you this right here. 15, 13, 12. You had 3 running backs this year in training camp. One had a 15-yard run. One had a 13-yard run. One had a 12-yard run. And I'm going to tell you this. 8, 8, and 9. Each one of them had an 8-yard or 8-yard run or an 8-yard or a 9-yard run in every preseason game, bro. And this is Rico Dow. This is at Sampkin. Lord, may his Achilles rest in peace. And this is also Rico Dow. I'm not even talking about Zeke. I'm not even talking about Tony Pollard. Bro, I'm talking about backups, bro. They was busting, bro. Like these, listen to me. I'm going to tell you this right now. If the Dallas Cowboys cut any, I actually think like this. All of our running backs, excluding the one that got hurt, I think they could probably go start somewhere. I know Rico Dow can go play somewhere because he was busting. And then that boy Malik Davis got me like, ooh. Because I'm going to tell you this right now, bro. There's some bad running backs in the NFL. Everybody got mad at me yesterday when I posted my video, and I appreciate y'all for supporting it. Man, I be Kanye Weston out here, man. I just be dropping stuff sometimes. You feel me? Sometimes it's ahead of its time. Sometimes it don't. I dropped a video yesterday. I said, man, I don't give a damn. The Dallas Cowboys got the best running back room in football. And if you want to prove that it ain't, meet me in the square. You feel me? Everybody want to say it ain't true, but ain't nobody met me in the square. When I say meet me in the square, what I mean is prove me wrong then. Prove me wrong. Now, this one dude stepped up and he said this. He said the Cleveland Browns. I said, God damn, that's a good answer right there. God dang it, that's a good answer right there. I had to concede because Chubbs and what's the word? And they got Chubbs, Kareem Hunt, and then they got the other dude that wore our ass out. Remember the dude? Because it wasn't because Chubb got hurt when we played him. It was the third string running back that wore us out. What's that boy name? I forget his name. He was nice though. You know what I'm talking about. It was Chubb. Because remember, Chubb got hurt in like the first quarter. And they still came out there and ran that tote on us. But when he said Cleveland, I had to backtrack like a mother. I said, God damn, don't you ever prove me wrong in purpose. But you better inbox me that next time. Like, don't you ever
Johnson.
Yes. That boy is nice.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least when I seen him, he was nice. You know what I'm saying? So yes, I had to almost redo my video. The Cowboys got the second best. Because yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that's moving, bro. I ain't gonna lie, that's moving. But yo, more importantly, y'all understood. Y'all. He says it should be a way to send moderators appreciation. It should be, and aren't you, Charlotte? I'm gonna make you a moderator too, because you always be on your business too. But yeah, I definitely believe the Dallas Cowboys have the second best running back room in football. But yeah, hey, but what's your thoughts on that, man, on the Dallas Cowboys running back room as a whole?
Yeah, man, because like, even though I think that Tony Pollard should be moved and play more receiver this year, because that's what his skill set is best for. Him as a runner, he's still a great running back. He had limited touches and still had over 700 yards rushing last year. And then him combined with Zeke, they damn near rushed for 2,000 yards together. So him and the guy complimentary to them behind this offensive line, we will have a great running attack if the Cowboys so choose to do so. But that comes back to my thing again. We have great running backs. Zeke was 7 in rushing yards. He was top 10 in rushing touchdowns. But It just all still depends on if Kellen Moore is going to stick with the run. This is a guy who has been top 10 in pass attempts every single year he's been our offensive coordinator. We averaged close to 40 pass attempts last year. So I want to see him stick to running the ball. They've been showing a lot of 12 personnel in practice. They've been showing a lot of heavy run formations in practice. In preseason, they ran the ball 30 times in every game. I hope that is a product.
Two out of three. Because the first Denver game, we didn't run it 30 times. I don't think so. We ran it 33 times in LA and then 36 yesterday or Friday.
Okay. So they ran it 30 times, at least the last 2 times.
The games we won, put it like this: the games we won. It's easier to say like that. The games we won, we ran the ball 30 times. The games we didn't win, we didn't run the ball 30 times. That's just a coincidence, though.
Always, but but man, like I'm hoping that it's a byproduct of what they actually want to do this season, and not just because Dak Prescott is not out there.
Facts. All right, let's switch it up. Hey, man, I'm gonna tell you guys something else we learned. I'm gonna tell y'all this right here. Something else that we learned, and that is this: Tyron Smith, swing tackle replacement, isn't on this team. Call, trade, or buy a replacement now. What are your thoughts, man? What are your thoughts? Tyron Smith, swing tackle replacement, isn't on this team. Call, trade, or buy a replacement now.
Yes, because there are 2 options at this point, and all of them involve bringing in somebody else. Because you can do what the Cowboys want to do. They said every day it seems more and more like they're gonna put Tyron Smith out there.
Hold up.
Hell no, to the no, yeah, to the no.
Hey, I see you got them sound effects right in time. So look,
I sure do. And I'm gonna tell you guys, listen, I don't not believe in Tyler Smith. What I don't want to happen though is I don't like how listen to me. The Dallas Cowboys talk too much about Tyler Smith being a possible Tyron Smith replacement. Then it's like, bro, why did you not give this young man any reps at the damn position? That makes no sense at all. That made absolutely no sense to me. And it's like now you're in a situation where you absolutely need him to be that guy. And it's like now you're trying to rep him. And he's lightweight. Technically, I don't know how injured he is. And I want to hope that he's not too injured. You know what I'm saying? But he hasn't been practicing. He has not been practicing because of that, because of his injury. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I just think the Cowboys, my boy Boss Cowboy made a great post the other day. And he was like, he was basically saying like, you don't cross train a person to do stuff like this. Like, this is not how you do it. And I think, a lot of people didn't receive what he was texting me. They didn't really receive it because I don't think they really understood it the way he did it. But, long story short, what I'm saying is, man, like, this is not the process of how you do things. You know what I'm saying?
No, normally it's not at all. And that's not even what they brought him in to do this year, because everything was pointing toward him being your starting left guard, not your left tackle. They wanted to, if they were ever going to move him to left tackle, it was going to be a couple seasons down the line. They wanted to get him acclimated to it, or if he panned out to be a great left guard, they were going to leave him there. But now, because of this, they are thinking about kicking him out there. Now, in theory, you go out there and you just let him develop. You take his growing pains, all that, yada, yada. The issue is there is no left guard there who is adequate enough. Because I would understand kicking him out to left tackle and you have a solid guard there to take up the slack. You have a below average left guard right now. Because right now, if he were to play tackle, it would be Connor McGovern. So either path they take, they would have to bring in somebody. Either they can leave him in left guard and bring in a free agent left tackle, or they can kick him out the left tackle and bring in a free agent left guard. But either way, you will still need to bring in a veteran, proven, reliable offensive lineman.
Yeah, and you got to say it like this. You are still one injury away from all of this going weird now. So it's like the Cowboys got to stop replacing a guy just to replace a guy. You got to actually have some reserve. Like the Cowboys they just believe in having money to spend on what they need spending money on, but they don't, like, it's almost like they don't believe that that the BS can happen. Like, and it's like, that's what keeps screwing the Dallas Cowboys. It's like these things that are happening to the Cowboys these are not uncommon things. Like, Tyron Smith going down was nothing that the Dallas Cowboys should have been surprised about. It's actually something that we were all expecting. So then now when the answer, the reason why we're all perplexed by the answer is because we were all expecting this to happen at some point of the season. So when you knew the guy was going to go down at some point of the season, you would think that the team would have had a better program, a better situation going, so to ensure that this works. You know what I'm saying? But the Cowboys didn't have that. You know what I'm saying? So that I think that's what is really perplexing the fans, is because it's like we all fans knew that at some point Tyron Smith was going to go down. I think we all knew this. You know what I'm saying?
But look, we're just a year removed from a season where everybody got hurt. Tyron Smith got hurt. Zach Martin got hurt. La'el Collins got hurt. So, like, in the back of their minds, as bad as the 2020 season went with injuries, they should know to have a contingency plan for their starting players. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, they already seen the worst case scenario. They've already seen a season where they lost damn near their entire offensive line. They've seen a scenario where they lost their quarterback. But, you know, we're still in a position where we don't have a backup quarterback that we truly trust. We're still in a position where we don't have a true swing tackle that could handle left tackle or right tackle duties. And we damn sure don't have anybody for Zach Martin if he goes down.
Yep. So I mean, Tyler says this is every other year. Though we, the fans, the seed, just don't think like they give it. I mean, I think they do give a damn. I just think they kind of give a damn in the manner in which they want to do it in. You know what I'm saying? I do believe they do give a damn, man. I just believe that the Cowboys have their own process of wanting to do things. You know what I'm saying? And because they are invested. They are definitely invested in this team. You know what I'm saying? I just think they care. I just think they care on other things that we don't necessarily care about. You know what I'm saying? All right, so that was one thing. Let's get to this next. We're gonna power right through this, man. We're gonna power right through this. You know what I'm saying? And hey, before we get on to the next subject though, you dropped a video today and it was on Tyler Smith, man. Talk to me about your video with Tyler Smith and your thoughts on that, as far as, because the Cowboys plan honestly is gonna put young Tyler Smith out there at the tackle position. And I believe that he can play tackle in the NFL, but my question is at the level of effectiveness. You know what I'm saying? Because right now, he's gonna be starting week 1. So it's like, I think if the Cowboys would have had an opportunity to know that this was gonna happen, if you were gonna do this, it almost feels like he should have been just flat out practicing tackle. Mm-hmm. Like, and then because then the person who needed to play guard still needed to get reps at guard. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's like, I feel like, with them doing it this way, I honestly wish they just would have just flat out just from the gate, just had the young man play tackle. But what are your thoughts on Tyler Smith playing tackle? Because that definitely looks like that's what's about to happen.
Yeah, man, because I have wrote an article that's called Baptism by Fire. And that is exactly what's going to happen if they throw Tyler Smith out there, on short notice to play tackle. The guy has not played tackle since college. I know that was just a year ago, but since he's been in the league, in every preseason game he's played and all offseason, he has been training his body and his technique to play guard. That is completely different footwork. That is completely different hand placement. That is completely different everything. So him going out there on short notice when he already struggled at left tackle in college, granted, he has high grades in run blocking, and he's an athlete. He's strong. He's all this and all that. But the issues he was having in college were all technique-wise. He has not had the time to clean up those issues that have been hampering him and holding him back. All right, he was having all these holding penalties because he was getting beat. Not because he's unathletic. He has great footwork. He has great athleticism. He can get to the second level, all this other good stuff. But his technique and his drop step is off. His hand placement is sloppy. All these other things are holding him back. And that is not something that you fix in one offseason, especially in an offseason you have not been working on. So the issue is he's going to go out there and we just have to live with the result at this point. Because you can't expect him to have all these issues at Tulsa where they barely played any big schools or NFL talent, and then automatically go up against these elite pass rushers in the NFL and do good. He's going to struggle. Now, I'm not saying he won't get better from the reps from actually playing, but he's going to struggle. And this is the path they're going to take. I actually compiled a list of 3 guys that we could bring in right now that he can continue to play left guard, and at least for this season.
Give me that list. Give me that list real quick.
I got Nate Solder, number 1. Now, Nate Solder, he's like all these guys. Listen, there's nobody that's going to come in and give us the production of Tyron Smith, even with all his injuries and all this and all that. He was still one of the top-rated left tackles of all of football. He only allowed 2 sacks all year, and he was the 7th-rated run-blocking left tackle. So he was still a great tackle. None of these guys are going to come in and give you the production he gave. But Nate Solder, he has 143 starts to his name. He has plenty of playoff experience, and he has spent the last 4 years in New York, so he knows the division like the back of his hands. So he knows the pass rushers will play. He knows all these guys, so he will be ready. And he's healthy right now, and he has playoff experience, and he played on 2 Super Bowl teams. So he has the pedigree. He used to be a New England Patriot for most of his career up until recently. So he knows what it takes. He can be looked at as a leader in that locker room the moment he comes in. Okay. Now, let's point out the obvious. He was horrible in 2019. He did not play in 2020 because he was a COVID opt-out, but he shook back a little bit last year. He had 6 penalties and 6 sacks and allowed 6 sacks during a 17-game season. Not great, but not bad at all. And compared to other options, because I don't know what I'll get from Tyler Smith, and I know that Josh Ball will be bad if he has to play tackle. Mm-hmm. The next guy I got is Eric Fisher. Everybody knows Eric Fisher used to be with the Kansas City Chiefs, played for the Titans last year. Again, he is a guy who is not the same player he used to be. I know people hear these guys' names, they automatically think that's the player they're getting. But I know for a fact he is a better football player right now than Josh Ball, and he is a better tackle right now than Tyler Smith. So I can live with declining play because he is still going to be a better option than anybody that is on the roster. So his downside, he gave up 8 penalties and 7 sacks. But again, in a 17-game season, I'm willing to bet that he will have a better production and better ratings across the board than anybody on the team. Because you got to think about it. We saw Chaz Green give up 6 sacks in 1 game.
Facts.
We don't need to be in a position where we have a guy giving up multiple sacks in one thing in one outing. And last on my list is Brian Bulaga. Y'all remember him? He used to play for the Packers for a very long time, and recently he was just playing with thank you. He played with the Colts, not the Titans. Thank you. Eric Fisher played for the Colts, not Colts last year. Also, with Brian Bulaga, he just played with the Chargers last year, but he was hurt most of the season. Matter of fact, that's one of the reasons that he got cut. He's the very last person on the list because he's the guy with the most recent injury history. I do not even know if he's healthy. But if he is healthy, the guy is a dominant run blocker. He's great in pass protection. He's a veteran. But, dog, he's a guy I don't really know you can depend on. I don't know if he can stay healthy for a full season. He has back issues. So, once your back starts to go out,
it's kind of going the opposite way.
Yeah, it starts going downhill from there. Because that's really one of the issues we have with Tyron Smith and Tony Romo. Once you get back injuries, everything else goes. Your legs, everything. So those are my 3. None of you guys are perfect. None of you guys are expected to be all pros this year if they come in. But they would be better options than throwing Tyler Smith to the Wolves or letting Josh Ball play extended periods of time.
Facts. All right, let's go. Late. Hey, we got 2 more. We're gonna go. Then, hey, today's my son's birthday, so I got one more thing we're gonna talk about, and then we're gonna continue this show later on when I get back from this little birthday party, man. Let's go to the next one. Hey, man, the next thing I'm gonna tell you something else that the Cowboys learned this year too, and preseason is this, man, and that is your tight ends. Your tight end room is probably better than your wide receiver room, and they should get more targets. As we could see, the Dallas Cowboys were extremely heavy on 12 personnel this offseason. Extremely heavy on 12 personnel. extremely heavy. And with them being so heavy into a personnel, guess what? Your tight ends were able to shine like diamonds. You know what I'm saying? And with that, man, you saw some really good talent. You saw some guys like Ferguson, some my boy Hendershot really show up and show out. Now, a lot of the nation is trying to find creative ways to get, Dalton Schultz off this team. But I'm going to tell y'all this, with the amount of 12 personnel that the Dallas Cowboys ran this offseason, you were probably going to need 3 really good tight ends, possibly even 4, because there's 2 tight ends on the field at all time and 12 personnel, right? So with that, let's talk about these tight ends real quick, man. And why? And man, what are your thoughts on the tight ends getting more routes? And I'm gonna be honest with you, this offense right now, because I don't think there's 3 wide receivers that you can put together that's better than these 3 tight ends on the Dallas Cowboys. I don't believe so. You know what I'm saying? So if that's the case, what are the thoughts? Let's talk about these tight ends for a couple minutes.
Yeah, man, because tight ends or some of Dak Prescott's best friends. That's why they always get paid. So I have no doubt that Dak Prescott is going to target you guys a lot because that's one of his MOs. Dalton Schultz received 102 targets last year, if I wasn't mistaken. So he's already a guy that goes to the tight ends a lot. And then you add in guys who are also athletic. Jake Ferguson was a 4th round pick. He really plays a lot like Dalton Schultz. Because he's more of a pass threat. None of the guys are great blockers. We just being honest, but they block well enough to stay on the field. They run precise routes. They're big body targets. They got good hands, and they're a lot more explosive than you think with the ball in their hands, especially the Hendershot boy. Because he be gliding the moment he catch the ball.
Yeah, he do.
So I can really see the guys having a positive effect in the passing game. Because you got to remember, Dalton Schultz had the most was tied for the most receiving touchdowns on the team with Amari Cooper last year.
Facts.
So I can definitely see it. And really with the wide receiving room, what are the other options? Because if you look at it right now, it should be CeeDee Lamb option 1 and Dalton Schultz option 2. That's how productive Dalton Schultz was last year.
And then one of these tight ends should be right behind him.
Mm-hmm. They're going to be open, man. It's going to be a mismatch every time they're on the field. Because I know people talk about linebackers covering, but there are very few linebackers that can consistently stay with a good tight end.
And especially, I'm gonna tell you this right here. The tight ends was what killed us last year. You know what I'm saying? It was them tight ends on the inside. So it's like, running. That's why I made hats that say run the damn ball. I mean, stop the damn run. Why? Because teams are running the damn ball on us. And when teams run the damn ball, what do they also do? They exploit you with their tight ends. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, the Cowboys, I'm basically trying to use the same formula that teams are using against us on them. You know what I'm saying? This is the formula that teams are beating us with. They're running the ball on us. They're keeping the clock on us, and they're killing us on the inside with their tight ends. We are now built like the teams that continuously beat us. Now the Cowboys need to mimic some of these behaviors, man, and let's start doing this to these other teams, man. Like right now, I don't know 3 wide receivers outside of CeeDee Lamb that I want to throw the ball to excessively to. So if we are going to be in 12 personnel, if we're going to be in these formations, man, the Cowboys need to get it to these 3 tight ends right here, man. And honestly, I'm looking for all 3 of these dudes to make the 53. I'm looking for all 3 of these guys to make Dalton Schultz, Hendershot, and Ferguson. I'm looking for all 3 of them to make the 53-man roster and to be used in this week 1.
And like you said, I can really see them carrying about 4 tight ends. If you run 12 personnel, you're gonna need them. You're gonna have 2 tight ends out there at all times, so everybody needs a backup.
Yep, and that's the same thing I was saying. You know what I'm saying? And I think that the Dallas Cowboys, they got their, they've definitely had a real good eye for tight ends, because over the last couple of years we've actually had a solid tight end here each year. You know what I'm saying? So this is something. I'm not even in a rush to get rid of Dalton Schultz. Why get rid of him? Like the Dallas Cowboys nation we're so used to like playing like whenever someone good comes to Dallas, then we try to find sneaky ways to get the other person off the team. It's like, no, the goal of an NFL team is to have all the good players on your team. Like that's the goal. You want to have all the good players on your team. You know what I'm saying? For whatever reason, Cowboy Nation, we seem not to kind of like understand that, because as soon as we find a budding guy or a guy that's balling or something like that, we instantly want to like, oh, but we can use him to replace Dalton Schultz and save $10 million. Man, I don't want to save $10 million. What is the purpose of saving money that Jerry's never going to spend?
Right. You got over 20 million right now.
$20 right now. He's supposed to be cutting Kyrie and TJ's hair.
Yeah. So.
So you know, that's why I keep saying to the nation, like, it doesn't make sense for us to keep on trying to save money, and then we're not even spending the money. We're not spending the money on anything. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say, like, you know, man, miss me with the whole Cowboys can save money on this, Cowboys can save money on that, because, man, we're not spending the money. So what does it matter if we save the money? Doesn't make any sense. Hey, man, so we gonna this we've been on here for about 45 minutes. We gonna let them know when your next article is. I'm about to get some haircuts, and then we about to go to this virtual reality thing for my son. If y'all want to check it out, make sure y'all hit the our notification. I'm gonna go live up there, let you guys see what it's called. It's called Sandbox. We taking him for his birthday today. If y'all want to tune in to see what it's like, make sure y'all tune in. If not, I'm gonna go live later on tonight, and then we'll finish up this offensive expectation, what we learned, and then we're gonna finish it off Tuesday with the defense, and then we're gonna move on and be on to the regular season. Hey, Henny, let them know what your next article is, and let them know where you can find you at, my boy.
Hey, man, it's Henny Demore on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, WordPress, and pretty much, man, my next article is just about options at offensive line. We can't go into the season like this, so it'll be dropping. I'll have it out by tomorrow, so y'all just tap in.
Absolutely. Hey, and you guys already know what it is, man. It's your boy West Coast. Y'all know where you found me at and where you can follow me at, the same place you found me today. You already know what it is. I will see y'all later on tonight. Next, sure you guys already know. Never look down because the stars up. Peace.